Good morning. My name is Captain Tony Tunstall, and I'm the commanding officer of the Greensboro Police Department Training Division. On behalf of the Greensboro Police Department, I would like to welcome all of you to the graduation for our 117th Police Academy. I ask that each of you rise as the recruits from the 117th Police Academy enter the auditorium led by the Greensboro Police Department training staff. Please remain standing as the Greensboro Police Department Honor Guard presents our national colors, and Mrs. Ashley Lowe honors us by singing our national anthem. It is the protocol of the Greensboro Police Department that members of our agency place their right hand over their heart at the order to present arms. We would be honored if you would join us in doing the same.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mrs. Lowe. I will ask Police Chaplain Steve Good to offer the invocation.
Good morning. To each of our families, friends, and fellow officers attending this day of celebration, before I pray, I would like for us all to take a solemn moment of silence to remember one of our own. On December the 23rd, 2024, only months ago, Officer Michael Horan tragically lost his life in the line of duty. Many of us are still processing the events of that fateful day. So let us take a moment all together and remember Officer Horan in a moment of silence. Join me. Let us bow our heads together in prayer. Heavenly Father, we gather before you with grateful hearts on this special day of achievement and dedication. We thank you for the bringing us to this moment, the graduation of these men and women who have chosen a path of service, sacrifice, and protection for the city of Greensboro. Lord, we recognize that this calling is not one that is taken lightly. These graduates have worked hard, trained diligently, and prepared themselves to stand in the gap between peace and harm. We ask now for your blessing over each of them. Fill them with your wisdom, your strength. Give them courage. Surround them with your protection. We also lift up the families and the loved ones who have walked beside them, the parents, spouses, children, and friends who have prayed, waited, and encouraged them through every step of this journey. May they feel your presence today as well, knowing their support has made all the difference. Father, as these officers take on the duty of serving the people of Greensboro, may they do so with integrity, fairness, and compassion. Let them be instruments of peace in moments of chaos, voices of calm in times of fear, and beacons of justice rooted in love. Go before them on every call, in every encounter, and every decision. Bring them home safely each night, and may their service reflect your grace and your goodness. Father, the training received by each of these officers in the Greensboro Police Academy is the finest in the nation. And I am grateful personally for the lessons it taught me almost 40 years ago, and it has impacted every area of my life. So may each of these officers be able to say the same as the years of experience go by. We dedicate this ceremony and these officers' futures to your service, to your glory, and to your care. And it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Now I would like to call forth Greensboro Chief of Police John Thompson to offer his remarks and welcome our special guest. Chief Thompson.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, thank you. It's bright up here. I can't tell if everybody got up and left the auditorium after the prayer or not, so thank you. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to come out this afternoon in support of the Greensboro Police Department and the 117th Police Academy class. I would like to thank members of City Council, and again, I think I've got everybody, Councilman Hugh Holston, Mayor Pro Tem Mary Kay Abuzader, Councilwoman Thurm, and Mayor Vaughn. And earlier this week, actually might have been yesterday, I think we had a fire academy graduation, and Mayor Vaughn came up and had some remarks. And we've not asked her to speak here today, but we know how much she supports the police department. Every day she shows that support for us. I think firefighters are a little sensitive, and they may need to hear those words. But we do appreciate that support from her here today. And, you know, my motto is any day we can make fun of a firefighter is a good day. So I would like to further thank all of our law enforcement partners, which does include our fire department, and other organizations here to support the Greensboro Police Department this afternoon. I'd further like to thank all of those from the community that have taken the time to come here and show support for the Greensboro Police Department. I'd like to thank every single police officer and professional staff, all of whom have chosen to dedicate their time and talent to serving this great city. I'd like to take a few moments to speak with mainly two groups today. First, the family and friends that are here to support the members of the 117th Police Academy. And second, the members of the 117th Police Academy. To the family and friends and supporters, I ask you to remember three things: patience, support, and pride. Patience due to the long nights, missed holidays, tough calls, and all of the difficulties and challenges that come with this noble profession. Support for the soon-to-be officers here on the stage as they come into one of the most trying professions where support can be lacking, and recognition for the amazing work can be minimalized. Lastly, pride. Not just pride for the members on this stage, but be proud of your role in their success and recognize that their achievements and successes are your achievements and successes. To the graduating class, you are becoming a member of a premier law enforcement agency during a very exciting time. We are one of the highest paid, some of the best incentivized of any departments in the state. With that, we are using new technology, specialized units, and training to fight crime in Greensboro. Our community truly supports us every day in our efforts to make Greensboro safe for all people. With this, I ask you to remember four tenets that have influenced my career and my life, and hopefully they will guide you as you move forward in your career. The four tenets are compassion, service, hard work, and humility. All things we do with compassion. As the police motto directs, we protect and serve, always remember to serve. Hard work is a principle I have tried to live by every day. A quote from Gandhi said, "Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory." Lastly, do your work with humility. I'm sure most of you, like the officers who came before you, chose the profession for service to others and not recognition. But please always remember to keep a humble heart. I am fortunate. I have a wife, I better get this right, for 25 years now, and two children, twin boy and girl, 10 years old at home, who have made it their full-time job to keep me humble. In closing, thank you, family and friends, for your support to the recruits here on the stage and members of the 117th Police Academy, thank you for choosing a career in service.
Thank you, Chief Thompson. A police officer will face numerous challenges throughout their career, and no one can do this job alone. To be successful, it is essential to have support of family and friends. It is through your support and that these 23 recruits have made it through this academy, and we thank you. We ask now that you will give yourselves a round of applause for everything that you've done to support these 23 recruits. Now, please allow me to take a moment to introduce our training staff. These dedicated individuals are committed to the success of our organization through development and education of its personnel. This staff works tirelessly on numerous projects and programs while providing unwavering support to these recruits as well as our sworn officers and professional staff. They are truly a team of professionals with whom I am proud to be associated. Lieutenant Candace Vaughn, Sergeant Chris Wingfield, Corporal Chandler Miller, Officer Catherine Branson, Rangemaster Dan Harris, Detective Tim Jordan. And even though she technically works for the fire department, but she assists us every day, I'd like to give a special thanks to Miss Michelle Hebbard for all that she does in helping us reach our goals. Please join me in giving these individuals a well-deserved round of applause. I would also like to thank the members of the Greensboro Fire Department who are in attendance today. We share the training facility with them and are grateful for their support and their camaraderie. We'll give you one more round of applause for the Greensboro Fire Department. Historically, the Greensboro Police Department presents several very special awards during the Academy. Today, we honor members of the 117th Police Academy who have distinguished themselves. I call upon Police Academy School Director, Sergeant Chris Wingfield, and the Training Division staff to present these special awards.
One sec. Just briefly, I did want to make a mistake. I did want to recognize some additional city leadership here today because it is important for, I think, the recruits on the stage as well as those here supporting that we do have our city manager, Trey Davis, that is here, and he was a former police officer before rising through those ranks to be our city manager, and recognize him in his leadership role. And then also Assistant City Manager Andrea Harrell and Deputy City Manager Chris Wilson. And I'm not saying those thank you just because this is the budget season and we have some funds on the table and some needs, but it is important to recognize their leadership and support of the police department. Thank you.
Okay. I'm honored to hand out a few awards here today that I would like to talk to you about. The first one's the highest academic achievement award. All right, during the course of the academy, the students are given 40 topical areas of instructions ranging from constitutional law to driver's training to mental health awareness. Every student must pass each of these blocks of instructions while also preparing for the comprehensive state exam at the end of the course. The amount of studying required is demanding both physically and mentally, as more material is presented over the course of delivery. During each of these classes, we have one student who separates themselves academically by achieving the highest overall academic average during the academy. For the 117th This student finished with an overall average of 96%. The training staff is pleased to present the award to the highest academic average to Recruit Wood. The next award is Captain Dan Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award. Each student is required to pass a physical fitness standard as set by the state of North Carolina. For the 117th PBIC, I'm proud to present the Captain Dan Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award to recruit T.F. Davis. The next award is our Firearms Award. The Firearms Award is presented by our firearms instructors to present to the student who displays excellent marksmanship skills. In addition to this award, each student's eligible for the individual award of scoring a 98% or higher during qualification course. The recruits that scored 98% or higher is Recruit Hines. You can go ahead and stand up. Recruit Mabe. Recruit Santiago, Recruit Wagner, and Recruit Wood. Have a seat. All right, over the course of the firearms block, it's 2 weeks. The students are taken from basic firearms terminology to a state-required combat course where accuracy and weapons controls tested under stress. Students range from never having fired a weapon to being well-versed in firearms use. One student was chosen from this class based on their firearms qualification scores and their overall firearms performance. The recipient of the Firearms Award for the 117th is Recruit Mabe. The SCAT Award. SCAT is the acronym for Subject Control and Arrest Techniques. It's the course that incorporates what many of us know as defensive tactics. Each student is given instructions in handcuffing techniques, subject control, officer safety, and the department's SCAT instructors chose the student who not only demonstrated proficiency in the classroom and the mat room, but also personifies those immeasurable components of heart and drive. For the 117th Police Academy, the recipient is Recruit Santiago. All right, the last award I'm going to give out is the Instructor Award. All right, the delivery of the Police Academy is an opportunity for each of our new employees to be given a state block of instruction while also becoming a part of the City of Greensboro and their new family at the Police Department. The 117th Police Academy consisted of roughly 1,000 hours of instructions. The instructions provided by our assigned training staff and many instructors throughout the department. Each instructor brings something to the class that they're assigned and are an integral part of one of the best instructional academies in the Southeast. Even with all of that, we have instructors that step forward and demonstrate a commitment to both the department and the academy. For the 117th Academy, one of the instructors chosen above the others for their level of dedication, providing excellent instructions, quality of work, meeting the rigorous demands placed both by the state of North Carolina and the training staff. This instructor receiving the excellent reviews by the students and was the lead instructor in one of the blocks that many of the students identify as the best that they set through. It is my pleasure to present the Instructor Award for the 117th Police Academy to Joe Page.
You guys probably noticed that some of the awards had a memorial title to it. If you want to read more about these awesome officers that worked for our police department, look in the back of your program, and we have a write-up about each of them. The next award we'll give is the Michael Winslow Award. On June 27, 1978, a brave hero, Greensboro police officer Michael Gray Winslow, lost his life in a vehicle crash while responding to assist another officer who had called for assistance. Michael was a member of the 50th PBIC, that's what we used to call the Police Academy, and since Michael had not yet turned 21 at that time, he had to wait until February 16th of 1978 to be sworn. As continuing memorial for Michael and his brief but impactful career, his family supports the Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award, which distinguishes each recruit as an overall excellent and professionalism. The Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award is the highest honor an Academy graduate can receive. This award is presented on the basis of selection by his classmates and serves as a lasting testimony that the recipient was found to possess those personal values, attitudes, and ability which are characteristic of a true police professional. Presenting this award is Sergeant Eric Early, who received this award as part of the 81st Police Academy. It is my honor and privilege to announce the recipient of the 117th Police Academy Michael G. Winslow Award winner, Recruit Wood. Now, as is customary, our Academy graduation chooses a student to represent them. At this time, I call forward Recruit Wood to deliver the class address.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, good morning to you all. It's an honor and privilege to have been selected by my classmates as the designated speaker for our academy. Mabe, hope I don't embarrass you, buddy. Today is remarkable. We have gathered here to celebrate the culmination of our journey through the 117th PBIC Academy. As we stand on the threshold of a new chapter in our lives, I want to take a moment to discuss how we all came to be in front of you today. Many of us were fortunate enough to be selected as pre-hires before the academy started. This afforded us the opportunity to get to know one another, exercise, study, and begin forging bonds that would strengthen throughout the following months. As pre-hires and several times during the academy, we were asked a simple question: why? Why did you decide to pursue a career in law enforcement? For two of us, this is our second Greensboro Police Academy graduation we participated in. Numerous times we were questioned on the why we would put ourselves through this again. Though the responses to the why varied person to person, I noticed that there was a universal theme at the core of each response. If not me, then who? Who else will choose to be a role model for future generations? Who else will run towards danger so that others can remain safe? Many of us here today have friends and family that live and work outside of Greensboro. We rely on surrounding agencies to keep watch over our loved ones during the times when we're unable to be with them. Who else will reciprocate that watch over those who come into our city for work and play? On September 27th, while still working in a pre-hire capacity, I happened to be sitting across from Recruit Gravely. Gravely, if you're here today, I hope you're okay with me sharing this story. At one point during the morning, she stepped out into the hallway to take a phone call. I still remember the look of concern on her face when she sat back down. Gravely proceeded to tell me that her daughter, who lived in the North Carolina mountains, had just called saying that the river she lived next to was rising quickly due to the heavy rains associated with Hurricane Helene. She had packed her car with as many supplies as possible and parked it at the highest ground she could find. The calls were steady throughout the morning until finally her daughter could wait no longer. She had to leave her home. It wasn't until our group returned after the weekend that we learned of her unfortunate circumstances, complete devastation. Her home was totally submerged by the floodwaters, destroying everything her family had owned. For all who heard of Gravely's daughter's loss, it was never a conversation of should we help. It was only ever, how much can we help? It didn't matter that Gravely wasn't a sworn officer. It didn't matter that she hadn't even started the academy yet. She was family now. That's what you enter into when you start a career in law enforcement. You become part of something much larger than yourself, a blue line family that has your back regardless of what comes your way. Everyone on this stage today has heard that call and answered. Yes, we know this is a dangerous profession, and yes, we have heard the procession of bagpipes and drums. But for those who are called, those pipes and drums are akin to a battle cry, rallying us towards our purpose of public service. So how do we bridge the desire to serve to a career that gives us the ability to professionally serve? The Police Academy. Let's take just a few minutes to reflect on the immense dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice it took to reach this milestone. While engaged in the 27 weeks of classroom instruction, physical fitness, and scenario-based exercises, we have undergone intense training to acquire the knowledge and skills that will enable us to serve as police officers. What kinds of skills, might you ask? I wish I could list them all, but for the sake of time, I'll only highlight a few. Skill 1, learning to follow instructions. In the days leading up to the academy, every instructor, supervisor, officer, basically anyone associated with the academy or had been through an academy instructed us to bring all of our issued equipment with us every single day, especially day one. To most, this would seem like an easy task to follow. There's nothing unclear or complicated about this instruction. Simple. Bring all your gear. Did everyone bring all their gear? During the driving block of instruction, the Highway Patrol was gracious enough to allow us to use their facilities and provide us with some outstanding training. Precision cone courses were included in that training, and as expected, there was competition amongst ourselves on who could finish the courses the fastest. The only requirement was that you remain inside the course at all times. One of us decided to abandon that rule, torpedoing through the barriers towards 3 SHP instructors standing near the front of their vehicles. After they regained their composure from jumping out of the way, almost in unison, they started their cars and slowly backed away. And then there was firearms. Although we were told that our class had some of the highest qualification scores in recent history, some of the instructors still joke with us, saying we couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. That may be true, but we certainly have no issue centering up and blasting the broadside of a concrete block wall in the range. Equally as important as learning what the law and policy states you can do is knowing what you can't do. No, you can't register your jetpack as a motor vehicle. No, you can't dual wield your gun and taser when searching buildings. No, even though you may think you're Mike Tyson, you can't register your fist as deadly weapons and get a CCW for them. No, you can't call EMS to have them administer ketamine to every citizen who doesn't follow your instructions. No, Starbucks triple shot super grande pumpkin spice whipped cream latte is not the best thing to drink on the morning of a PT session. And they're expensive when you have to throw them away after just one sip. No, the lights in the range had nothing to do with you needing to step out of formation and get fresh air in the morning. That was day one. It's called a colostomy bag, not a cosmetology bag. As long as you use quotations, you can say just about anything you want. And if there's confusion about something someone says to you, all you have to do is ask, what do you mean by that? While holding fast to the knowledge and skills we've learned, let us not forget that our journey does not end here. As Police Academy graduates, we are now entrusted with the responsibility to provide safety, care, and knowledge to those in need, often in moments of great vulnerability. Our dedication and commitment to serving our communities must remain steadfast. We must continue to expand our knowledge, refine our skills, and embrace a lifelong pursuit of excellence. Today, we stand together, armed with the power to bring hope, change, and reassurance to those who find themselves in distress. Let us carry the lessons we've learned, the friendships we've forged, and the memories we've made as we venture into this noble profession. To all of the admin and the training division, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be part of this academy. To the instructors and role players who provided knowledge, wisdom, and guidance, thank you for committing your time and experience to our class. To our friends and family, thank you for standing by us and encouraging us through the long days, the seemingly endless hours of studying, and schedule changes. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations on completing the 117th Police Academy. May we continue to make a positive impact on the lives we touch, forever upholding the values of integrity, honor, and courage.
Thank you, Recruit Wood. I'll now ask for forgiveness from the audience while I turn and speak to the 117th Police Academy. As said by Officer Wood, as you guys enter this career, you're going to hear a lot about leadership, and you're going to hear, what's your why? That is the term now that everybody loves to give you about leadership. Your why means, why are you here? Why did you decide to start this profession? And why are you doing what you do? What is your reason for being? You may or may not have figured that out yet. You'll hear some people say the Japanese term, ikigai. It just means your reason for being. You'll hear some people use the French term, raison d'etre. I hope I said that right for anybody that speaks French. It also just means your reasons for being. I prefer to use the Greek philosopher's term, Epictetus, when he calls it your firm purpose. Your firm purpose is developed through an honest reflection on yourself, giving yourself honest feedback, asking yourself the question, what do I want to contribute to the world? Your firm purpose is not just about your career goals. It's not about your personal achievements. It is about the principles and values you dedicate your life to. And you guys have started the career of law enforcement, so we hope and we pray that the principles and values that you dedicate your life to are those that mirror what the Greensboro Police Department and the law enforcement profession stand for. Difficulties will always happen. It's not always going to be easy. You've learned a lot, but applying what you've learned is sometimes difficult because we deal with real people in real crisis moments. Difficulties show a person's character, and the greater the difficulty, the more glory you have in surmounting it. So no matter how difficult it gets, you focus on your firm purpose and you surmount that difficulty, and you'll be better for it. There'll be difficulties along the way, but your firm purpose will keep you grounded, and it will help you through your moments of struggle. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor, take this job, this career, and this profession very seriously. But also, do not take yourself too seriously. Find a reason to laugh, find a reason to joke, find a reason to enjoy life. You guys know the entire time you've dealt with me since October 7th, I crack jokes more than I stay serious, and that's because I have a joy for this job, and I'm hoping you guys have a joy for this job as well. Take care of your loved ones, take care of the citizens of Greensboro, but especially take care of yourselves. And while you take care of yourself and you serve others, allow your firm purpose to be your guiding light as you grow as a person within the profession that you've chosen. Sergeant Wingfield, please prepare the 117th Police Academy for graduation and the receipt of their diplomas and badges.
Class, on your feet. Left face. Forward march.
At this time, I will call each recruit up to receive their diploma and to have their badge pinned. Each recruit has selected a loved one to pin his or her badge on them for the first time. If you will be pinning a badge, I ask that you line up to my right, your left of the stage as I read your loved ones' names. Good. Brianna Brown, being pinned by her parents, James and Dorothy Brown. Kimberly Canahan, being pinned by her wife Lindsay and daughter. Ray Cortez, being pinned by his aunt, Patricia Ramirez. Tyler Davis, being pinned by his mother, Katie Davis. Tyrone Davis, being pinned by his wife, Yonique Kirby. Zachary Farlow, being penned by his wife, Myra Farlow. Chastity Hartsoe, being penned by her fiance Matthew Garner and grandmother. Jacob Hines, being penned by his parents Christy and Alan Hines. Douglas Holbrook, being penned by his wife Jessie Holbrook and children. Hannah Casper, being penned by her father, Scott Harper, along with her wife. Jacob Lindsay, being penned by his fiancee, Abby Chopa. Adam Lineberry, being penned by his wife, Elizabeth Lineberry. Derek May, being penned by his fiancee, Natalie Gray, and parents. Haley Mauer, being penned by her parents, Lane and Carla Mauer. Tyler Massey, being penned by his fiancee, Natalie Benavidez, and grandmother. Adam Potts, being penned by his wife, Destiny, and children. Brandon Richardson, being penned by his parents, Ray and Michelle Richardson, and girlfriend. Samuel Rodriguez, being penned by his wife, a Guilford County Deputy Sheriff, Hannah Rodriguez. Zuriel Santiago, being penned by his father, Samuel Santiago, and family. Caleb Sawyers, being penned by his father, Jerry Sawyers, and family. Yoronda Swepson, being penned by her mother, Rhonda Watkins, and uncle. James Wagner III, being penned by his wife, Anna Wagner. Brad Wood, being penned by his wife, Anna Wood.
'17th, forward, march. Left, face.
I will now ask City Clerk Angie Lord to administer the oath of office. A special thank you to the Lawndale Baptist Church, who provided the Bibles for each of our new recruits.
Good morning. Please place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Brianna Lene Brown. I, Kimberly Ann Canan.
I, Ray David Cortez.
I, Tyler Frederick Davis.
I, Tyrone Drakewater Davis.
I, Zachary Grant Farlow.
I, Patsy Jo Harto.
I, Jacob Taylor Hines.
I, Douglas Lee Holbrook.
I, Anna Love Hackmer.
I, Jacob Brandon Lindsay. I, Adam Douglas Lightner.
I, Derek Lee Davis.
I, Taylor Lane Maurer.
I, Tyler Reed Massey.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. I do further solemnly and sincerely swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God. I do further solemnly swear that I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that I will not be influenced in any matter on account of personal bias or prejudice, that I will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of my office as a law enforcement officer for the city of Greensboro, North Carolina, according to the best of my skill, abilities, judgment, and according to law. So help me God. Congratulations, officers, and welcome to the city of Greensboro.
Congratulations. Sergeant Wingfield, you may now dismiss the 117th Police Academy.
117, left face, forward march.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony for the 117th Police Academy. We ask that you wait in the lobby area while our new officers complete some of our necessary paperwork. They will join you in the lobby when they are finished. Thank you again for your attendance.